What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Just Roll With It. My name is Grizzly. DM!
My name is Bisley. And I play Chip.
My name is Condi.
Jay.
What's up, guys? I'm Charlie Slimesicle, and I play Gillian Tidestrider, Moisture Master, Bitcoin Miner, NFT Purchaser.
Yeah.
Anyways, cut him off
Big
from the
on
title. And today we have a very, very special guest with us.
But who? Who, Grizzly?
Hello. Hi. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just be here.
Holy
Oh, wait,
fucking
look, you're
shit,
finished.
is that Joe Cat from Joe Cat?
Oh my God!
Oh my
I
God.
loved you in Joe Cat.
Whoa, thanks. Yes, it is I, Joe Cat. I do.
You know-
I don't even know what I do. I like some
You
people
do a
call
lot
me an
of things,
animator,
man.
but they're more like slideshows. But
They're good, is what
They're
matters.
good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
J Kitty in the building. Skirt!
Now, I
I'm
gotta
putting
ask,
it on PC.
are you gonna give us an inkling of who you're playing, or is it gonna surprise us?
oh well, I think making it a surprise is the best kind of prize for
I
playing.
see, I see.
So
How do you feel about being set on fire?
Oh God.
indifference.
That's good to know.
I like
You know,
that.
bad shit happens in D&D all the time. Oh, you mean in real life? I guess. I guess I would prefer not to.
Joe Cat, you should hear a knock on your door in 4 seconds.
Ah, shit. I didn't clean the place up. I at least want it to be, you know, pristine.
Hey, it's
when I
okay.
get
It's
set
all gonna be on
fire.
fire soon.
Oh, man.
It'll all go up in flames.
We can't just start threatening arson.
How else are we gonna get people to come on the show, man? I don't.
That's our main
If
appeal.
you don't come watch, Joe Cat will burn to death. Only you. Only by donating $5 a month.
All right,
We will literally burn your house down.
let's get this started and play this game.
I'm ready.
Where we last left off, the three of you, Chip, Jay, and Gillian. After a brief family reunion between the Farrens of the Navy, you all escaped the high-security, astral-powered prison named the Block, successfully breaking out your friend, Marshal John, and an old legendary pirate, Dre Farren. And so, as the journey continues, you guys all awaken in the chamber underneath the deck of your ship. A few days of travel has passed since you left the prison. And yeah, you guys all just kind of wake up together here in the morning.
Wait a minute.
And
I don't smell fire this morning.
What?
Chip? Chip, are you okay?
Wait, something's wrong.
5 more minutes.
Gillian, you didn't set the ship on fire.
Not. I don't. There's no arson to be seen. Something's wrong, Jay. Run outside of the
Something's
ship.
amiss.
Look around up top.
okay, yeah, as soon as you climb the ladder and burst open out of the hatch and get onto the main deck, you the day is extremely foggy. Everywhere around you, it's there seems to be this kind of just dense fog, and it's colder
I open
than
my
usual.
pores and start sucking it in.
You can't see very far into the horizon. Looking over the ship, you can just barely see the water that is just that the ship is breaking through. And after a moment of just kind of like taking in the scene, it's quiet. And right in front of you, you see the silhouette of some small sailboat break through the mist nearby. And just slowly makes its way towards your ship.
Do you think we should be worried about that, or?
No, I think if we run it over, it will break.
What are we running over?
This is on
Oh,
kind of
it's
like
just-
the side of the ship as it is just coasting in. And as it continues to get closer, the details, first with the front of the ship, it's just a small kind of sailboat, and then you see just one kind of triangular white sail, and it looks a little kind of like broken down and splintered, but for some reason it's just continuing to chug on. And within moments, the figure comes into view that is at the helm, and this figure would be Joe Cat's character, if you want to describe yourself and introduce.
All right.
Yes. You see kind of a husky, large, heavy-set looking tiefling who horns kind of point upwards and is dressed in some very ragged privateer clothes. You know, the typical clothes that you would see, like the coat and the big sleeves. However, they look very worn and torn. and he's got a very full, unkempt beard. There are a few braids, but this thing needs a shower. It needs a comb, a brush, and he probably looks as though he's been through hell and back. And
You think-
he's probably just like trying to wave with one of his hands. Oh, sailor's hole! I need some help.
Quick,
he's
we gotta
friendly.
get him before he keeps drifting past. Oh, he's just out of
Oh,
he's
no, our
just out of
story
arm
beat.
reach. Here, link onto my arm and then link onto his arm. We'll try and swing over to you.
You're gonna try to
Okay.
make a dude rope?
That's right.
So, in front of you, Joe Cat, you see, I guess kind of vaulting over the railing and sticking his arm out and linking with another arm. You see this, if you want to describe your characters in order from Gillian to Chip to
cool.
Jay.
Yeah, so Gillian is this sort of when you look at him directly, he's about 5'9". He's this Triton figure with this teal skin, these bright blue eyes, and this kind of darker green hair that gets a little lighter as it comes down, with these sort of protrusions of this slightly like glowing almost coral from underneath that head of hair. And he's wearing this pretty beat up at this point, kind of like darker steel breastplate with this blue sort of undershirt, and he doesn't have on like any. They kind of goes down to about where his knees are and stops. He doesn't have any shoes on or anything. And holstered where a sword would be, you see, is just like a gun upside down, like pointing directly. Just like if it were to go off, he wouldn't have balls. You know, it's bad. It's not good trigger discipline. But he's
never taught him how to
reaching
use it
out towards you with this big old smile on his face.
I'll take his hand, and when I do, you can see that my character is not at all, not entirely all as it appears to be. As you can see that he's got chunks and bits of him that are glowing, and I'll share art of him right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sick! What?
Yo!
You
Oh,
can
that's
see
cool as fuck.
he's got
Sick.
like large chunks of him seem to be missing flesh and bone, but are instead kind of spectral, green, misty figures of the same shape, but they seem to be corporeal as as he continues
I was gonna
to
ask,
climb
yeah,
and
do I
stuff.
just go right through you and fall into
No,
the
no, no. You are able to touch him, and you can see, like his tail is chopped off. He's missing one of his horns. A piece of his face has been blown off, but they're all replaced with this ghostly form instead. But as he climbs up onto the ship, his tail kind of like batting against y'all's ship, and the other hand just like grabbing a foothold, and is able to interact with the environment.
Whoa.
Hey, are you? Oh my God! And you
Holy
see,
shit.
you see a woman in a long kind of navy blue jacket with kind of like almost regal puffs around it, and like a regular standard Victorian cotton shirt, cotton pants all the way down with a little bit of heels on her blue shoes and some fingerless gloves. And she has a holster for a gun. It's not there right now though. Gillian has it. There's just nothing there. And also in her long, kind of bundled up hair, you also see a pin of a eagle in a sunset flying off. And that's Jay.
Yeah, seeing everyone react. Pardon, there's no cause for alarm. I am
You
not
sure?
here.
You're like half not guy.
Dude, what happened to your arm? And
That
tail.
is an
Your tail.
understandable reaction.
Your horn and your face.
Yes, it is a bit of a long story, and why I need your assistance.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just patch you right up, put a band-aid on those real quick.
That won't be necessary. These wounds, they do not heal.
Did you lose the sword? Did you lose the sword in a battle too? Like, was that?
The sorry. The
I'm so
sword in the
sorry,
art
your
is
sword- your
more
sword
flavorful.
died.
It's
So
probably in its
sad.
sheath right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, my sword. I called him Fluffy. No.
Gillian sheds a
Gillian
single tear.
Gillian lost his sword recently too.
Well, what's your name, ghost guy?
You may call me Captain Tastrius.
Captain
And I used. Go on.
Trius?
Here, let me write it down. Like
Tastrius.
Tastrius.
Okay, cool.
Tastrius.
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 I am
badass.
Captain Tastrius,
Cool name.
and I used to sail the seas long ago before I was cursed.
How long ago? And you see walking up next to them,
my God.
kind of like bursting out of
we
the
don't have art
door
for this guy.
on the gun deck of this ship. This kind of like very small halfling old man. It's like balding with one spirally hair, kind of like Professor Gatz from Luigi's Mansion. He just kind of like walks up in this like almost like hobbling state, and just like he walks up next to the crew and sees you getting pulled up onto the ship. He yells out, "How long ago?
Old
huh?
man.
Hey, you think you're
Man,
older than me? Huh?
Earl. This man is cursed too, to always appear old.
That's not true."
Likely
terrible
older than even you, wise one.
What's my mother's name? Huh? Huh? Everyone that's been around as long as I've been around knows my mother's name, huh?
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's his mom's name?
I don't.
And if you know it, why?
You just see Tastrius look up into the sky. Is this truly my only hope?
We get that a lot, actually.
So you were like
I look
sailing
up into the
around.
sky and open my mouth and just start like trying to drink the fog that we're going through. Yes, my moisture replenishes.
I see you guys are taking in another straggler. I just wanted to let you know that the old man in there with the no arms or whatever, he's still knocked out.
Oh,
Keep it quiet
You
out
have
here,
a
all right?
prisoner.
not a prisoner.
Not
Well, he
exactly.
was a prisoner, but we freed him technically.
From a big box.
Big box, like a big rotating cube.
Are they one to cause for concern if they're to see a spectral being?
He's knocked the fuck out. He won't see you. You're good.
I don't think he'd be concerned. No.
All right, well, good luck with whatever this shit is.
Yes.
Just
so
turns
thanks,
around and starts to
Earl.
wobble back.
Yeah.
I see you
keep
have.
it, keep it, Earl.
I see you have very reliable companions.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah,
get
you
you
could
some
say
of
that.
Earl's special juice.
He makes it with his feet.
And something
As enticing
else
as
we
that
don't know.
sounds, I do require some assistance, if you may.
Well, I
If-
think we could probably help out. Yeah, Chip.
And-
I look over to our third party member. Who,
Oh yeah, my name is Chip. Hello, Captain Chip. This is Captain Jay, Captain Gillian.
Gillian.
Chip. Chip is just a human, probably about 5'9". I don't know how tall he is. I never figured it out. He's got like just a white puffy pirate shirt,
that.
suspenders, and just striped pants. He wears a bandana and has a little axe earring hanging down. Pretty basic, generic looking guy. He's got two swords at his hip.
Well, that's good, because there might be some treasure in it for all of you.
Treasure? Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. We can do treasure. We
Hey, the
Yeah,
only
it-
treasure, what he's trying to say is the only treasure we need is helping you. Right,
yeah,
Chip?
it's a friend
yeah,
who
that's
make a
what
walk
I'm
away.
saying. So, are you a pirate? Like a real pirate?
I was around long before the pirates, and long before even the pirate code.
Oh, he knows the code.
We really don't.
Rule 1: don't pee your pants.
Wait, you've been around for that long and you've never pissed? Wow. It's incredible. We only know one rule of the pirate code so far, and it's don't piss your pants.
A
Fucking
worthy
nuts.
rule.
I know. Last place we were, I almost tinkled a little, but I held it in.
He did. He was a real trooper. What can we help you with, Captain Tastrius?
Breaking this curse for me and my crew. Many long centuries ago, I, along with my people, we were a usual folk, doing jobs here and there, making trade, until we slowed down and were overtaken by new faces, new sailors. Unfortunately, this dismay caused my helm person to fall into a depression and seek out desperate means to perpetuate our life on the sea.
That's awesome.
Sadly, we all thought so as well. But unfortunately, immortality is not as glamorous as it seems. My wounds, they do not close, my fatigue never ends. And many people point and fear at become what I have become. A never-ending cycle of not having the resources to repair our ship or have a finer existence. And I have not been able to find my final rest. I ask you to help me break this curse so that I can finally close my eyes.
All right, I pull out my gun.
I just, Tastrius chuckles a little bit. Ah, young man,
So I
believe me,
listen,
I've tried before.
Don't worry, I'm a hero. Oh, so you can't. There's no way to actually die. Then what evil bestowed this curse upon you? How can we help?
My
Not by
helmsperson.
hitting you repeatedly with the gun.
I would prefer not, because I'll feel every single strike. But when I die normally, it is not as you do. I simply wake up as though it was from a long slumber, and yet my body continues to ache. What I require from you is assistance in fighting this, and I lift out kind of a book and flip through it. There's an artifact hidden beneath the waves, long down below the seas. An artifact that if I'm able to bring to my ship and place it on the helm, it will break the curse for me and my crew.
All right, we're in.
Okay. I mean, sounds easy enough. I mean, just underneath the seas, right? You can swim, Chip.
Hey, a little
Yeah.
bit of swimming.
Yeah, yeah, I can swim. So like you're like immortal.
In a sense,
How long have you been alive?
what day of the week is it today?
Wet day.
Wednesday.
This is true. It's Wednesday. I don't know.
Wednesday.
I've canonized Wednesday. Let's go.
I've been alive 500 years.
500.
That's a long time.
Jeez. That's a long time.
All friends and family I've known are all gone. There's nothing left in this world for me.
Damn. Hey, if I cut off your head, would it just come back?
I'd prefer not, but
No,
yes.
I'm not. I'm just asking if it would.
It hurt very much, but yes.
Whoa.
Hey, Chip, don't cut off his head.
I'm not gonna cut off his head. I just wanted to know. What about a finger?
I would prefer to keep the rest of me intact if at all
Toe?
possible. Besides,
Chip,
We'll
I think
We'll come back to that.
the answer's yes.
I would prefer my handsome face not be removed before I am put back into my final resting place.
Of
So
course.
this artifact, what is it?
I'm not so sure yet. My helmsperson, they wrote down how they were able to find it. Did they say in their little journal what the artifact was?
So I mean, just if you have the journal
It's
with
a
you,
thing in the ocean.
just reading it through, all they pretty much, it's more like a diary, a journal. It's not very precise, like specific, like this is where I put it. It's more just a telling, you know, I hid it underneath the seas in a graveyard of sorts. Very fitting for something so dear to me.
Though I've charted the above the waves, I know very little what lies beneath. Do you all have any way to traverse the oceans? Because although I am able to swim down without the need for oxygen, I worry for you.
Fish.
He is a fish. Yeah.
Ah, you are a Triton.
Me
That's right.
Me and Chip, on the other hand, have not found out a good way to not drown, actually.
Nope. Still very
and that has
vulnerable.
been a
Practicing
problem.
in a barrel of water every evening to get those numbers up.
And would you happen to know of any sort of underwater graveyard?
Underwater graveyard.
Can I do
Is
like
this
a history
this
check?
artifact is around here?
My helmsperson, they said they buried it in the grave under the sea.
Bruce, could I do a history check to see if maybe I would know anything about that?
I mean, yeah, anyone who wants to. I would say it makes more sense for Gillian too, but
Yeah, I'll give it
Yeah.
a shot. I'm not from this part of the ocean, but I look over the ledge with my fish eyes. 9.
Hey!
Let's go.
two things. First thing, Gillian, for your history check, you would know vaguely because your memory is just not
Fat
focused
9.
on it. You only know that there are many graveyards under the sea, and there is a god that was taught in your undersea history. That used the graveyards on the bottom of the ocean floor as kind of a hunting ground. But other than that, you wouldn't know of like a specific one or a location.
Do I know the name of that god or creature?
Not with that history, Jack.
Okay.
You would just not remember. And then on the journal, I would say like they would allude to a rough location in the Southern Sea. So you would have somewhat of an idea on how to of where to sail based on like coordinates or just like a location on the map, like landmarks. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Like between certain landmarks, you would know.
No.
So just
I've
as
got-
you, yeah.
I've got nothing, unfortunately. But Jay, what about that telescope you have?
I mean, it
Could
could
that-
help. I don't know if it will tell us exactly where to go.
Anything we can try to help this man ghost?
You said you have coordinates? Do you have coordinates or map or anything? You know precisely. This is a big sea we're in right now.
Also,
My
your ship is fully drifted off, so we're in this one for the long haul.
No, I was just clarifying that the journal itself would have like written about like in between certain landmarks. So like just as you exit Allport,
okay.
and right before you get to Edison Kingdom, there's a space where you break the waters and sink down, and below both of that, which is very close to where you guys are right now.
Oh, ideal.
Good. Yeah. So I guess we have a course. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I'll
Yeah,
hand the journal to whoever's at the helm, just like
yeah.
to help out with navigation.
I'm
All right.
typically navigator, so I'd grab that and look at it, and probably pull out my telescope.
Yeah, sure.
My
I'll jump off the boat and
spyglass.
snorkel and look for it.
I thank you, sailors, especially considering my helmsperson, Esme. They are the one who sought out this curse. They will be hunting me.
Okay,
Oh.
so we can expect company at
I
some
was-
point.
Gonna ask where your crew was. They're all trying to hunt you. Why would
Is
they
it just him
want
or
that?
like your entire crew?
Their minds have been broken through the passage of time, and Esme especially has gone mad. Considering they believe me to be finding a way to break the curse, and they're not wrong. They will do everything in their power to stop me.
So,
Don't worry, we'll kill you and your friends.
hang on. You're being hunted by people who can't die.
Aye?
And now you're on our ship. And now we're being hunted by people who can't die.
I know this is a large ask for you to put yourselves in danger for my sake.
What? Large? No, not a large ask. No.
Hey, we haven't
can we
died
have
once.
Can we have a huddle up? A meeting?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
What the
Circle up,
fuck?
circle up.
I mean,
We
from the
gotta
sounds of
help.
it, you
We
can
gotta
like.
help him.
He can't
I mean,
die.
you know.
And now a bunch
He's
of people who
500
can't
years
die are
old.
gonna try and make us die.
Hey, well, listen, we
That's
can like.
why we have to make them die, Chip, for their
How
own good.
do we make them die if they can't die?
By
Well,
killing them.
He just told us how to kill them. Something
Okay,
about
yeah, there's a funny
artifact
rock
on
at the bottom of the ocean.
Uh-huh.
And I'll hit
There's
them
a-
with it.
Listen, I mean,
What if
Gil's
that's
told me all
bullshit?
about lots of funny rocks at the bottom of the ocean. I'm sure
There's
one
plenty
down
of funny rocks. Plus, I mean, how tough could these ghosts?
That is
pirates be,
exactly
right?
what you say right before they're tough.
I look
He looks
around to
pretty
see
tough.
if they immediately on cue come through the fog. Yeah. Well, listen, we can't just leave this man. His vessel's already drifted off. It's our duty to
I
help
know
him.
we can't leave him. He's way too awesome.
We're also
but
like, right
what do
there.
what do we do about the dead people? Not dead people.
Listen, I'm sure
Chip.
if we hurt them enough, they'll kind of die.
No,
maybe,
that's
just a
not
little
how
bit.
not dying works.
Chip, you can't piss your pants now. Rule number 1.
You've come so far.
Okay.
Okay. I
You
won't
guys
do
feel
it.
you guys
Let's
feel a
help
presence. You guys feel a presence
God.
enter your huddle as you hear.
Uh-oh.
Well, if you piss your pants on the water, no one will know.
Jesus.
Hey, Gillian.
Oh
my God.
I was close there, but I didn't. I held it in.
Yo, Fishman. Can I borrow one of those
What's up,
corals on your head?
I don't know if they.
Isn't that like
I don't know if they
sacred?
grow back. I
Can
mean,
I-
I get. Oh!
All right.
Oh!
I'll be right
I
back.
guess- All right.
What the fuck was
I'm
that?
Anyway,
a hero. Self-sacrifice.
listen.
What is
I'm
going
gonna
on
get us
today?
going in the right direction, okay? You guys, you help out
He hit me
Gillian.
with the fade.
Let me let me just entertain our guest here. I'm gonna go put on the charm. Hey, Captain.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Cassius just looks at you, just like,
Put my arm around him.
day.
How's it going?
It goes.
Yeah, it does. It does. It doesn't stop going, I guess, does it? How
He's doing great, Jay.
so
By the way, Jay,
Why'd we
make
let
a
him do
survival
this?
check with advantage. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Survival check, you just
I thought you meant like, okay, I misinterpreted. I was like, oh wait, yeah,
17.
I don't know
survival
why
is
I
a check for
registered
navigating. I
registered that
forget.
as me surviving.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially as well. I was like, wait, I didn't threat him or anything, did
Hang
I?
on a second.
Just Jay. Chip, you're good. You
That's
can keep
a
talking.
17.
So you got any like hobbies stuff?
Any free time I used to have has been taken from me from this painful existence.
Holy shit, that's deep. You don't like crochet? Anything?
My hands are wan from time. I have the reflexes of an old coot, and yet the mind of a poor man.
You are so fucking cool.
Thank you. I overheard your conversation, and I understand your apprehension for doing something so dangerous for a stranger.
Oh, that.
But I have no one else to turn to.
All we actually do around here is do dangerous things for strangers, so this is actually completely normal.
Yeah, she's
You can
not
see him
entirely
chuckle
wrong.
a little bit. Ah, the life of adventure. It reminds me of my youth.
What did you do in your youth? Were you like a
Much like you. Jobs, traveling, letting the sea take me where my whims wished. But no things are left to last.
Yeah, I guess it all comes to an end.
What's your top 5 adventures?
Oh, there was this one time we found a secret island in another dimension.
Whoa.
And every time you took treasure from it, another chunk of it would sink down. That was a spectacle. All that was left was the tower we left in. It was a shame to leave all those people on that island sinking with no land left. But it was glorious.
Hang on. What? No, rewind.
No, that's fine.
Well, there was a magical enchanted tower that we had the choice of whether to leave our gold there and save the island or take it and doom it to the ocean. Of course we'd take it, that's why we were there.
Oh.
Pillage and plunder. Ha 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 ha.
He's right. He's right. Pillage and plunder.
So,
Hey, Chip, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jay, you are steering the ship in the direction using the vague descriptions of like landmarks, almost like national treasure, looking for the Declaration of Independence. And you sail. You guys have sailed past Edison Kingdom by this point. You've left where west. You were west before where the Navy prison was, and you sailed back to make your way to what I assume was going to be Aldport, but. You eventually get, using your drawn map that you used from looking at Captain Lizzie's map, you make your way and you get above the spot where you assume the location of this supposed graveyard, as is written in the journal here.
I love this character, by the way, Joe Katz.
Oh, thanks.
No, he's awesome.
He's so
It's great.
cool.
So, yeah, you guys are above it, and as you kind of stop the ship, there's nothing really to anchor into because you're in the ocean. So you just raise the sails up and let the ship just kind of coast. And as you do that, with pristine timing, Old Man Earl kicks the door open again from the kitchen on the gun deck and comes out. And he's holding this tray, and it's two blue, like dark blue liquids in these like glasses. And he's like,
Oh, no.
"All right, Chip, Jay, you're going underwater right here. You're gonna need this. I don't know if it's gonna work, so drink it with care."
You could do this the whole time.
I curiously break off a piece of my coral and just like consume it.
No. You're gonna have Earl's special ingredient. And then he winks at you.
It never becomes less
juice. It's
uncomfortable.
something
what
for
the-
All right, drink it.
What it
Did
is.
you
It's
do?
a fungus.
I washed my feet in the ocean.
That's not better.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let the power of Gillian enter your bodies, comrades.
Don't say it like that.
Become moisture masters.
It's a
I don't
mixture.
want to be moist.
yes.
Want to.
Oh, it's moist
Chip.
time. I
All
get
right,
behind
Jay.
Chip. I start rubbing his shoulders.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I see you sweating good. Preemptive.
All right, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I just elbow Gillian.
I just
10
smile
gold.
alarmingly.
10 gold pieces that the short one vomits.
If it is his destiny.
All right, both
Am I
of you
the
make
short
make a con save as you
No,
drink
I
this
didn't.
down.
I didn't do it yet. I'm waiting for
You
Jay to do it to
also-
see if it's
drank it.
okay.
I got a natural 20 on my con save.
Holy shit!
All right,
Hey!
yeah. Jay, you drink it up, and
Nice.
you feel that this drink has some sort of magical properties to it as it enters your throat and into your gullet, and you just feel much better. Another, yeah,
You have
it tastes
set a
fine.
dangerous
It
precedent
tastes like
here, DM.
blueberries.
That wasn't that bad. Hey, Gil, your coral tastes like
Oh, it wasn't bad. Okay,
blueberries.
I take it.
Why is
All right,
it
con save.
bad? Oh,
Okay.
I'm feeling more and more uncomfortable
6.
about this. Actually, I give Captain Taster his 10 gold.
So you guys watch as Chip confidently swigs it back, throws it back, and for a second looks totally fine. And you also feel
Before
the
I even
same
see
kind
anything
of.
happen, I just give him the money.
I look over triumphantly at this
And then you like hurl over in an instant and just start excreting liquid from your mouth.
Oh,
I was just looking over
God.
really confidently. That wasn't so
So for the next hour or so,
my power comes with a cost.
well, for the next few hours, Chip and Jay, the juice, with using the ingredient
Yes,
of
my juice.
of Gillian's head crown coral, you guys will be able to breathe underwater. However, Chip, for the next hour, you're poisoned as well. So a poisoned person has disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Taster is just like jingling the gold given by Gillian. This will help me travel the river Styx. Thank you. He just puts it in his pocket.
That was so good. It's a shame you don't have more, Earl.
Oh, I mean, I actually have plenty.
That's
if I knew
fine.
it was
No,
so helpful.
I don't think
Hero.
that'll do it.
Another batch. Do you feel the destiny flowing through your veins,
Oh,
Chip?
so much destiny.
Indeed. Go face it. I kick him off the ship. I just grab him and jump off with him.
All right, Captain Tastrius, I assume you're following
Yeah,
along.
I walk
Everybody
off
jumping
just casually as if I'm taking a step down a stair, just like, and then just.
I feel it. My destiny.
Yep. So, boom, 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 boom. You all just kind of jump
Be
into
the
the water.
dolphin.
Chip, as you are kicked off, you kind of see, all of you, as you like jump in and cannonball and whatnot. The rest of your crew comes to the edge of the ship, and Tastrius, you would see a very tall elven or half-elven boy with brown hair, kind of like waving and screaming at Chip as he gets kicked in, and then there's this big robot man, and of course the old little halfling man. All just kind of like at the edge of the ship, waving and saying their farewells to their 3 captains who may not come back. So,
They never know.
Oh yeah, introductions. By the way, I fall in the water.
you plunge yourselves into the water and begin to swim deeper into the unknown depths of the undersea. The deeper you get, and Gillian, you would know this feeling pretty well, except as you get deeper, it gets more intense, because you all feel, as you get deeper, a dense magical energy that flows through the water, creating this claustrophobic sense as you're squeezed by both the pressure of the descent and the strong arcane power.
This is awesome.
And you all can talk in the water with water breathing. Sinking even deeper, it gets colder, emptier, and you begin to see red and blue shimmers throughout the dark waters, and then every now and then a random flash of this multicolored light dimmed by the water in distance, in the darkness, and in the distance. but no sound.
Oh,
Other than
everyone be
his-
careful. By the way, there is a massive Leviathan that does feed at places like these, so
What?
Let's kill it.
keep it fishy. No!
So,
Tis true. I hear it's mating season.
Oh, God.
a slight a leviathan comes out, eats. No, I was kidding. Eventually, a slight white glow gives you a sense of direction as you've been kind of descending in this pitch darkness. But below you, coming into view, is an accumulation of these like colossal ships, many with lanterns still providing the light that illuminates the area. An area that spans further than your eyes can allow. Some of the ships are put together or simply severed in half due to their large size, while others are completely shredded and then molded into these new structures entirely, all kind of stacking onto each other and building up this large cluster.
While
And-
we are traveling through this area, I'm
Yeah.
going to pull out my cutlass and cast light and light it up, kind of like a torch.
Cool.
To lead the way.
That is
That
the
helps a
most
lot,
Useful
yeah.
spell.
Uh,
Now.
With this new light, and after what felt like hours of sinking, or not hours, but it felt like a very long time, your feet hit the ground floor, which is this hard black rock. Some cracks in the ground reveal oceanic green lava, giving a mixture of colors to the atmosphere. And otherwise, the ground is also covered in this cluster of coral and different aquatic vegetation.
I begin crying furiously, but look normal to everyone.
Gillian, you lived like this? Oh,
Oh yeah, baby. This
The pressure.
is good.
getting to me a little bit.
It's worse when you're me.
And
But oh, it's so good to be close to home again. Maybe can we just do this from now on?
No,
What is all this boat shit has just gotten to me, but this is what it's all about.
No, I really like the boat actually.
I love the
You are
boat.
familiar with living in trenches, water elf.
Oh, quite, yes. I'm far away from home, but just being on the bottom again like this is nice.
I just pat him gently on the back of the shoulder.
for you, Gillian, this area is so much different, especially the ground floor.
Reciprocate. Put my arm fully around it.
Especially the ground floor and just the general aura and lights and sparks in the vicinity here in the Southern Ocean is much different than what you're used to. It's not clear. It doesn't look like being deep in like a. It doesn't look like a home. It looks wild and untamed. And all of you at this moment as well get a much better sense of the scale of the broken of some of these ships as you are now close to most of them. And you see that a lot of them, because of their size and the amount of them, are creating archways into chambers made of the broken ships themselves. And you have a brief moment here, just at the start or in a clearing that doesn't have any ships, and there are many options for paths to take.
Strangely beautiful.
It
I
is,
know.
but at
Oh,
the
the
same
boats.
time, it's like
Ugh.
it's so wild, the feeling of being down here. It's definitely intimidating.
Yeah.
We have a limited
For
time
you.
down here for our land-breathing friends. I addressed the journal. Is it vague about which I assume it's going to be vague about where this might be. We might just need to search.
Just deep in the graveyard, pretty much
Deep
is
in
the
graveyard.
the vague.
He said it was somewhere that meant a lot to him, didn't he? In that journal?
Did it?
Was he? I swear I remember hearing that.
I think I remember that as well.
Yeah. In the description,
Yeah.
it was
Means
hidden-
a lot to me.
basically hidden somewhere that held a lot of meaning, like deep to there. Deep to
Don't
them.
worry, Tastrius. It is your destiny to find it.
If you want-
While I'm wrapped around him as well, I'm casting guidance on him to give him that extra.
Oh yeah, well,
Extra little D4.
Well, Gillian's arm is wrapped around him. My arm is also wrapped around him from the other side, but I'm like closer and cooler.
yeah. If you want
Just
to
like-
make
No way.
You can see Tastrius looks visibly uncomfortable.
I'm like
Basically, roll to
smiling
see how close
really
and cool
big.
you are.
I'm
Roll to
like
see how
smiling
close-
really big next to your face.
I'm smiling big.
yeah,
I'm
can
smiling
I?
big. I'm
what
so
what do I
happy
roll
be
to
here.
try and recall this information?
Hey guys, stop harassing our guest. He's
Shut up,
he's
Jay.
trying to remember.
sorry, which information?
Just the information of what would be important to them.
I wouldn't say you would have to roll for this.
Oh, is that information that I would know?
Yeah, because the most important thing to the helmsperson is their job at the helm, the job that they had at the side of their captain.
Right.
So the most important thing to them is the helm.
I guess we can try and looking for the helm of the ship, I guess. Yeah, I'll relay this to my companions. It's like
There are many
try
ships
and...
down here, broken, some still, there's tons, but that would make the most sense.
So
as
what
a
do
direction
you,
to take.
so what do you think? Do we just smash through all these ships and then break everything, and then anything that comes by we just kill it, and then we find it?
So disrespectful.
You may, if you wish. These ships are beyond their life now. Though I would prioritize looking at the helms. Check the wheels. Anything around that.
The helms. Yep, just thinking that one. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna check in this one right here. I think it's in here. I'm not.
And for each of them as well, I'll cast light because it's not concentration. I'll cast light on like any little trinket that they may have as like a
dope.
as a makeshift lantern.
I have this little frogtopus in this little kind of bowl of water.
Frogtopus. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just
yeah,
said
so
it
if
like
you look at
everyone knows what it
Gillian's-
is. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's a pink creature. It's got sort of the head of a frog and these like 4 little tentacles that come off of it. You sort of see it spinning around in there, and I hold it out to you to cast light on. I get like a little. Her name is
Aw.
Pretzel. She just becomes my little lantern.
Yes,
it on
I'll
my
cast
metal
light on
pinky?
that.
Awesome.
I'll cast on Jay. Enhance ability.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And what are you feeling? Are you feeling smart or are you feeling wise?
I'm feeling pretty wise today. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will give you Owl's Wisdom, where you have advantage on wisdom checks for the next hour.
That's perfect.
You, navigator, your eyes will see all. And I touch you with my ghostly arm.
So,
Her eyes just widen as she sees.
Terrifying.
just to clarify, it isn't ships that are kind of like next to each other where you can check each ship for the helm. They are ships that are like pretend 2 ships were 7.5 merged together, and then another ship just like fell on top of it, and this like cluster of ships broken and just like
So it's like a
crushed
pile.
together.
It's like Dark Souls 3 at the end, where you see the kingdoms like crushed together,
Oh
like
my
all
god.
around.
So it's a
layered.
lot. Like it's
And
layered.
those ships, and some of them are so massive in size, that mixture of ships that goes on for miles and miles and miles create these like structures where you're basically walking into the ships themselves to make your way through the graveyard.
Huh.
And there are many like holes and breaks and archways and paths that like lead into the different ships that have just kind of like fallen and been crushed together.
Jay, can you please stop spinning your head around 360 degrees? It's making me nauseous. Also, maybe I don't like to suggest this because I want to make sure everyone is safe, but if we really have your crew after us, would it be a good idea to try and cover more ground? Maybe split up across this graveyard?
As you wish. You are the captains of your own fate, and you are assisting me. So I, trust in your
you have
judgment.
captain in your name, so I don't know. I feel like you're pretty qualified.
Well, what I'm wondering is it the helm of your ship? Like, did you lose your helm at some point, or is it just a
my
helm?
My ship is still, I hesitate to say alive, but well in the possession of my helmsperson that is hunting me down. We won't find it. My ship is not down here, not yet.
I see.
I am not familiar with these long over the course of time.
If this kind of place is laced with this magic, I think I'll kind of put out some arcane feelers. Maybe see if there's any way that I can detect anything different in the water, or any sort of like,
that's
energy anywhere. Yeah,
it's likely
I
a magical object, so yeah.
It is a magical object, so I'll give that a shot.
So you wanna
as
just make
my
an
sort of
Arcana check?
effort to help? Sure, yeah. Which it is my destiny to do. Awesome check. I got a fat fucking 10.
Nice.
You try to focus your sense and
Yep.
and
My
get a
big
feeling
10
for the
energy.
strongest sense of arcane, and deep into the graveyard. You're not getting any like specific blips of like dense, more dense arcane energy than the arcane power that is surrounding you everywhere in the undersea in general, except for almost a few moments after you start focusing and looking, you all would get a sense as you see this kind of like swirl that takes place a few feet away from where you're all standing in front of the ships. And that swirl of water turns into this kind of like black mist and then evaporates into this owl-shaped floating head. And in front of you is like, it is the shape of an owl, but just the head. And its eyes are like this deep black hollow voids with this very silver, sharp, daggered beak, black feathers with golden flecks just around the feathers themselves. And it starts to float towards all of you as you start looking or trying to focus on the arcane.
Aye, lads and lass, you believe that might be it?
That the funny bird? I guess it's weird that a funny bird would be down here.
Yeah, I don't think birds are like oceanic creatures, right?
It's not
All right.
often dead ships are visited by those among the living. How peculiar.
Ah.
We are actually just looking for an artifact here to help our friend Captain Tastrius die for realsies.
Yep, just trying to send him peacefully into the afterlife, along with the rest of his crew.
Please, spirit. My time on this world has been over for long.
Very interesting. Unless you want to join the dead here, I suggest not going down these paths. And he just kind of
I
like...
actually think that's exactly what he wants, so let's do it.
Well, no, like 4 more of its heads just kind of like apparate in front of these archways created by the ships, and then only about 1 or 2 of them are still open. I suggest going down. Perhaps this one. And then all of them disappear at once in this kind of like swirl of black mist, and then reappears in front of just a specific one that is just off to the left from where you guys are standing, as it just kind of like, almost like the Cheshire Cat, the head just kind of just swivels and rotates and floats in the water here.
Do you guys think that owls are like trustworthy?
Thanks, Dark Underwater Owl. I barely even know what an owl is, except I guess you are now also one, so what do you think?
Well, it basically just looks like it has similar features to that of a bird, and you know what a bird is because you know apple, a bluebird.
Can I
I know literally
insight
one
check
bird,
this?
and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This has got insight required written all over. I don't trust this
so
bird.
There's some tomfoolery going here.
Either both of you can roll insight, or one with advantage. Whoever wants to do that.
I already technically have
I'm not
advantage.
gonna roll. I'll give. I'll
Yeah,
give
that's right.
Jay-
You do.
Oh,
You do
yeah.
have
Yeah, go for
advantage
it.
because
Go for
I gave you enhance ability.
And
Go for
it's
it.
her destiny.
And it's my destiny. Oh, what a day! What a
This
day!
is so poetic, man. You gave her the ability of an owl. This is
That's
perfect.
19 plus 1 plus 2, 22.
Hell yeah.
22.
Huge day for owls everywhere.
Huge day, massive days.
You, because it's just the head and it is a not showing much emotion or tells, you don't get at first you don't get a sense of what kind of emotion or if this creature is lying until as it picks an entryway. The rest of its body apparates underneath it, and it lands on just a jutting out plank board from one of the ships. And you see this it's a very pointy and sharp edges shaped owl, and in the middle of it, like in the middle of its chest, is just gaping O-shaped hole in its chest. And as it sort of speaks once more, you can see that like under the beak, there's just these rows of serrated teeth, and it's pretty obvious with the insight that this is this is a tricky and smart but dangerous creature. Is it trying to help you from the inside? It is not clear.
Okay. Guys, I don't know. I've never learned how to read nothing. It doesn't have a... Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a conniving owl.
Anyways,
Oh,
I
it's
suggest
bizarre.
this path.
Literally serrated teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. It also has a hole in its chest. It literally doesn't have a heart.
Okay, so what do you suggest?
Let me smell it. Let me smell it.
Are you gonna actually smell it?
Yeah, I'm gonna sniff the owl. I'm gonna use my divine sniffer. Let's see.
You have a divine sniffer.
This is a real thing, yes.
This is just how I flavor my divine senses, like fucking Scooby-Doo smell. Trying to sniff people out. Anyway, I got a 3. I inhale water and just start choking.
It's
the
pretty much
nose,
exactly
too
what
rough.
happens.
My gills,
It has the appearance of,
they're clogged with kelp.
in your experience, it has the appearance of what darker creatures look like, but this is the undersea. This is the deep. You have no idea what to expect. Things could just look like this in general because of how deep you are underneath. But it
Okay,
continues
guys.
to talk.
It's not a fish, though.
I suggest going down this path. It'll be far more interesting and keep you from joining the dead.
Perhaps we may see an instance of what might be down that path.
And I am going to cast Control Water.
Whoa!
So,
All right.
what that allows me to do is, until the spell ends, you control any freestanding water inside an area you choose. That is a cube up to 100 feet. We're surrounded by water.
My
Yeah,
God.
we are.
And you can choose the form of any spell. And I'm going to redirect flow to basically try and pull out whatever is in that direction. Pull
Oh,
the
that's
flow of
awesome.
water
That's clever. I like that.
out to us first to see what's in there.
I was just gonna send Chip in there.
Okay, how...
That's normally what they do, yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the mid-roll. We've got a few things to talk about today, but first I have something I'm really excited about. Today's episode of Just Roll With It is sponsored by Arcane from Riot Games. Arcane follows the story of a young Vi and Jinx from League of Legends and the events that forever changed their relationship. And if you've been following me on Twitter, you might know that I'm infatuated with this shit. I've always really loved the League of Legends world and lore, and it's just so great to finally see it being used for something this cool. And the best part is, you don't need to know anything about League of Legends to watch this. It's a great stepping off point to learn about the world of Runeterra and those who inhabit it. Arcane is a 9-episode, 3-part series, and the first 3 episodes are already out, and if you're listening to this on Friday, the day that this episode is uploaded, the next 3 are coming tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. It is a seriously fantastic story, and I cannot recommend it enough. So thank you again to Riot Games for sponsoring this episode. This episode is also sponsored by Honey. That's right, Honey, the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. If Arcane was giving you a good story, then Honey is giving you good deals. I shop online all the time, whether it be for my clothing, for my groceries, for fast food, really whatever I feel like buying at any given moment. And Honey is always there to help me get the best deals on whatever I might buy. For instance, the other day I decided I wanted a little bit of pizza, go up, order my usual, go to the checkout, and boom bam, click that little button up there, and hey look, they got a code for me, $5 off. That's $5 I can spend on garbage I don't need, which is always a good thing. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on a ton of free savings. It's free, it installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. You can get it easily by going to joinhoney.com/JRWI. That was joinhoney.com/JRWI. Again, thank you to Honey and Arcane for sponsoring this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you're enjoying our guest, Joe Cat. He was so great to have on. It is a little intimidating how professional he is, but it was a ton of fun. Anyways, let's get right on back into the episode.
How far what is like the range? How far can it extend to?
So the cast point range is 300 feet, and I can control up to 100 feet.
That's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water.
As you cast a spell and you start having the flow of water redirect, and you guys all start feeling this pressure of water come against you, just coming out of the entrance. For a few moments, there's nothing, and then after a minute, you start seeing these large, glowing globules of just basically like jellyfish-shaped creatures that come out. And then first there's 1 and 2 that start to float up as they're released from underneath all these ships, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as they start just like keeping continuously floating up, and more come out.
Oh, look at all those little guys.
But after that, as soon as you see like maybe 30 or 40 jellyfish come out of this ship, that's it. You keep redirecting the water, but nothing else is is coming out from it.
That's a lot of jellyfish.
Your tricks do not faze us, beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a plan for that too. Totally.
Whoa,
What was
I
your
touched a
plan?
jellyfish.
What do you mean?
What was your plan?
Oh no, this doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I do see that you have some tricks. I still recommend this path. Do be careful in there, no matter what you take. You do never know what lurks within the pier and the undersea, and the graveyard of ships. I hope to see you soon. And the whole body just sort of disappears again in that black cloud.
I just feel like I'm being manipulated. You know, I still don't want to go down there.
Well, you two are the ones on borrowed time. What say you?
I want to know what's down the path.
Fine,
I mean, hey,
sure.
at least it's not jellyfish anymore, right?
True. Those things look deadly.
I will just delete that encounter.
Hell yeah! Skipping encounters.
Here, just for you,
Thank
DM,
you,
I say,
thank you,
I
and
say,
sorry.
I say, whoa, these look cool, and I touch one to see what it does.
I was gonna do that too.
You really... That's so sweet. Alright, guys. Go ahead and make a con save.
Yeah! We love you, DM!
Chip, you don't get like a plus from Gillian's aura or anything.
I know.
Anyway, I rolled a 5, plus 7, let's see, 12!
14.
14 is enough.
Hey guys,
For
you shouldn't
Chip.
touch the.
Hey, look.
Chip, you touch it, and you immediately... It tries to shock you immediately, but you pull away with your fast reflexes fast enough to where it and the surrounding water around it doesn't really affect you much, and you swim away from it. And just as
No,
you do
Chip,
that...
you gotta commit like
That'd
this.
be quicker.
Just as you do that, Gillian goes up and hugs the jellyfish right before you guys enter the path, and you take
pal.
6 points of lightning damage, and you're paralyzed.
My eyes just turn white and I start floating to the surface.
I
exactly
grab
what
him
you
as
see.
he's floating up, but I just like I'm carrying him like a balloon.
Oh yeah, Gil, was that how I was supposed to do it?
This
I had
happened.
not realized.
Stephanie!
I had not realized that greetings had been changed so much over the years.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
He's just a friendly
He does
guy.
this a lot. He also doesn't really understand greetings either. So
Gillian looks like he got the soul shocked out of him.
Yo, you okay up there, buddy?
I'm just fully starfished out, like completely splayed.
I'll say as soon as we you guys are where are you going?
Down the
What's
path.
the plan now?
down
the
the
path.
All right, so
I have a Gillian-sized balloon. So
you pull Gillian around for a while. You're going to be paralyzed for just a minute here. And you eventually, as you guys start entering underneath the ships, here you go. Again, the surrounding area, like the hallways, the chambers, what you're walking under is basically like a cavern built by the remnants of these broken ships. And after a few moments of walking down the straight path, you get to a room that is looks to be just kind of like two slants of two ships, like almost digging into the sand at an angle, merged together. And there are many planks that create the floor that are jutting out. And you can, with Jay's passive perception, you can see that there are like strange devices that are lodged underneath the planks. There's nothing else in this room. And as you walk through, not paying them any mind, you as you step on one of the planks, it kind of triggers one of these devices, and you hear just a very faint, high-pitched ring for a moment, and then there's nothing. And then you continue on and press on.
hey, Chip,
Like
watch your
that.
step.
I don't like that.
Watch it for what?
The little things in the boards. You not.
I think I'm getting tinnitus.
Be on your toes. This place is likely protected.
I look back at him, I nod my head, and I get up on my tippy toes.
Wait, technically we don't actually need to be on the ground.
Oh yeah, we can just swim. Wait a minute. We can't just
We're
swim.
underwater.
guys, now you got it. Good job.
Don't question the captain, Jay. I'm tippy toeing.
I'm glad you basically deleted this idea for trapping a room with a bunch of jellyfish and like high-pitched sounds that would cause them to electrify the entire area.
Wow, that's creative, man. I wish we got to experience that.
No, I think because
Says the man who single-handedly.
No,
That would have been cool.
I honestly just you when you said that, I honestly just realized that if you had just swam through it, the whole trap part of it wouldn't have mattered. Anyways, I had a really tough. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so you keep going.
No, it's cool.
It's fun.
Cool idea. It's a cool
I
idea.
think it's a cool idea.
So you guys keep pressing on. What is I just need to know the marching order and also Gillian, you can make another con save now.
I am literally a balloon.
I think Chip, then Jay and Gil, and Captain behind him.
Yeah, I'm a balloon. I got
Actually,
a
I'd be no. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good.
24. 24.
Okay, 24. You eventually, after what seems to be half an hour of pressing on through these
Oh my god.
chambers and corridors of broken ships, you shrug off the paralyzed sensation or condition, and you're able to speak and talk and move again.
I think
Are
I
you
get
gonna-
I get so used to it and numb that I think I stay in that position for like another
So
10 minutes.
I just keep carrying Gil around.
So the marching order is Chip, Jay, Gillian, Tastrius. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, your Jay, your enhance ability is gone because I dropped the concentration to control water.
That makes sense. Okay.
All right. So, after traversing through for a few more moments, you come into a open chamber, almost like the second deck of a large ship. And in front of you, there's this very peculiar sight as you see two ghostly figures, slightly green and translucent, sit at a table topped in white cloth, both holding these spectral teacups, engaging in jovial laughter. As you walk in, you just hear, and then they stop as you guys kind of make your way and make yourselves known, unless you are trying to not be known.
I probably would not have stealthed in here now.
I'm
Jay,
walking
spin
in.
me around. What's that?
I spin Gillian around. Hey, Captain Tastrius, do you recognize these two?
So you guys aren't stealthing or anything like that.
No. I maintain eye contact with them as soon as they look over at us.
They're sitting
Yeah, do
like
I?
this way, not facing you. And then they look over as soon as you guys enter.
One of the wood boards creaks as we walk in. Still not swimming.
Yeah, one of the many wood boards we step on underwater.
They look over, they stop laughing for a second. They look at each other. One raises an eyebrow, looks back at you guys. By God, so we have guests. And I believe we do have guests. And they all just kind of like float up. And on this table that is blanketed in this white cloth, you see there are two physical cups that are just kind of like gently floating above the table on these like little teacup plates. And they sort of just float to let you to give these two seats open up these two seats. And one of them speaks out and goes, "Well, welcome to the tea party. Nice to finally have some guests around here." And then he just kind of like flies around and then gets real close to Tastrius. And Tastrius, you can see this looks like a very old sailor in this kind of like almost British uniform, like from the like the Boston Tea Party days. I can't think of anything.
right. Little privateer. outfit or
Yeah.
whatever.
But it's like blue and gold and has like cords that tie the top together. And he like gets real close to you and he's like,
Oh my god, guys, it's the Boston Tea Party. We're here. Let's do it.
They do have drinks.
Hey, Tastrius, these guys look like trouble. I think we gotta.
You can see that Tastrius just like leans back as he approaches him and just like, be you sailors cursed by the self-same that I am?
"Oh no, my dear friend, it seems to be that you are only half one of us. Well, we are no trouble, no danger. We just want to have a good time and share some stories. Please, sit down and drink from the tea with us." Yeah,
I
sit
look at
down
him
and
and
drink
any
from the
time-
tea.
Time is short
everything's
for
just
us.
water.
We may have to turn down the offer.
Well, if you don't sit down and drink from the tea, how are you going to get out of here? Well, only we know the way out. And you just look around at this point. You do see you're in a ship, like a second deck. You have traversed and made your way there, and there doesn't seem to be a hatch or any openings.
Really? Even the way we came from, it's like closed now?
No, they're still open, but that's like, going back.
Oh,
That would be even worse if it was closed.
That would be
I
silly.
was gonna say. Oh no.
If only I could move
I
and
mean-
drink from this tea.
Gillian, you're talking normal. I think you can move.
I think I'm just numb. Oh, yep. No, I'm good. Cool.
Come on,
All right, throw
just
it
take a
back.
load off.
These two be a waste of time.
No, come
Ignore
on.
them.
It's good to just sit back and relax and enjoy the present for a while before, it all ends and you become a ghost. Isn't that
Don't
right, my
worry.
friend? And he looks over
I
to
don't know.
the
What do
other
you guys think? I don't know. I don't trust these guys.
Don't worry, Captain Tastrius. I'll get you out of here. I grab a cup and. Well, first, what do I see as I'm raising it up to my mouth at full speed?
It's strange because it is a brown liquid that stays contained to the cup even though you're underwater.
Weird.
So you should bring
I'm the
it
one
up.
who's supposed to die, boy, not you. Just like seeing you raise the cup.
Well, I haven't died yet.
Well,
It's
you-
not my destiny. Here, I give him the other cup. This way. We will pave the way forward together.
Listen, I think we probably have like 2 or 3 hours left. Probably time to drink a spot of tea. I don't know. How do you feel about drowning, Chip?
It's good for the health. It's green tea.
It's
Worst ways to go.
it's literally not.
Well, if I'm the one who dies from this, I hope you enjoy lugging my body around for 12 hours before I come to.
Do you have anything to toast to, or to, as we say in the undersea, to squirt to, Captain Tastrius?
10 gold pieces on whoever is able to hold their liquor.
It's gonna be really funny if this is just regular tea.
All right, bet. Clink glasses with them.
Clink
throw
it.
fucking back.
A tea toast to a good life. And as you guys
What does that mean?
as you guys throw it back,
Oh, God.
go ahead and both of you can make a con save.
Right. Oh boy, I'm not good at that.
Wait, he's next to you, right? Does he have plus 4?
Yeah, he does. Yes, you have +4.
You got plus 4
Oh, I
to
have
your
plus
con
4.
saves. Yeah.
That means I have a +1.
Oh,
Wait. Hang on.
your con is negative
That is
3.
immensely low, brother.
Listen, when you're an undead zombie ghost, man, your flesh is kind of decayed a lot.
That's-
It
that's
has a hard
fair.
time holding
You know,
together.
Your livers just aren't processing the poison
Hey, I'm
like they
rocking
used
that
to.
-2 dex.
That-
What would I be?
That is an 18 on my con
Not
save.
bad.
I got a 22.
So you guys swig it back, and as soon as you stop drinking the tea, you notice that it doesn't seem to disappear, the tea itself. You can just drink it for forever as it is never ending. And you set them back down, and they both look at each other and they go, "Oh, they drank the tea! Oh my god, I can't believe they did it! Oh, this is
right,
gonna be a
that's right,
great
we
time!
did.
Oh,
We did. Now tell us the way forward, now that we've consumed your, suspicious beverage.
all right, you, fishman, tell us the most embarrassing thing you've done."
Wait, do I have to do that?
No. Yeah, go on then. Now that you've drinking the tea, you're not going to be able to lie about it.
Guys, I can't help it. I can't. The tea is compelling me. Guys,
It's not.
when I touched the jellyfish, I broke the first rule of the pirate code. No! Because it was underwater.
It's a
missed my
placebo
bet.
tea.
Captain Tastrius, what have we done? The tea! It's taking over! Oh, gods!
What about you, old
Tastrius,
ghost man?
Tastrius just looks at you, just blank-faced, in disbelief at the people that are helping him.
Tastrius, you can't resist it. It's okay.
Now that you've drinking the
sorry.
tea, you're going to have to tell us. With all that life experience, you must have picked up 1 or 2 guilty pleasures.
I called my first pistol the Slarty Fart Blaster.
Oh, that's rough.
Both of them go silent.
Gillian gasps.
Both of them go silent for a moment, and then they just burst out in this jovial laughter.
I thought it was cool.
And they drift back to both
It
seats.
is.
Why they told us that without being affected by the tea, I have no idea, but it makes it even funnier.
What?
Don't worry, they're just trying to play some tricks on us.
Listen. We're just two old sailor ghosts from a long time that's passed. If you would, before you go, before we give you the way out, just one more time, one last time for all of us. Yeah, one last time for all of us. Let's make a sea shanty.
A sea shanty.
shanty.
Yeah, one person at a time. Add to the lyrics. We'll all sing it together. Except for
Oh
us.
God.
Wait, guys, what's a sea shanty?
I've never been good at
Oh,
these.
we've never really gone over this. We're not very good at
Tastrius.
sea shanties.
Captain Tastrius, please, what is a sea shanty?
Sure, all pirates are good at sea shanties. If you're not
I'm
good
not
at
a pirate,
sea
I piss
shanties, you're not a
myself.
pirate nor a
Yo.
sailor.
Oh, hey, that's not true.
Are you even a real pirate?
Yes, yeah, I'm a real
We're
pirate.
actually captains
And
of our
I'm-
own ship.
And I'm
Thank you.
I'm a captain.
We have to do a sea shanty, guys. It's our
Okay.
destiny.
Each ship has created their own sea shanty. That's part of code. Everyone
No,
knows.
of course,
part
no.
of the
We have one.
code.
We have one. We just do.
That's-
We just don't share it with everybody. But you know, we'll do it now because you guys are here and obviously you want to hear it.
Oh, this is gonna be a mess.
I have heard
yo-ho.
many a sea shanty in my time, but creating one is another matter.
It's easy here. I'll start it out for you. Well, the boat sails.
Chip!
On the open sea.
Yeah, that's the
Yay.
spirit.
Well, the boat sails. Oh.
Hey, that's my lyric.
Hey, we're just repeating. Repetition is the core of music. Thank
It
you.
is? All right. Hey, the boat sails.
No, Gillian, you have to do the next one.
On the Oh, okay, all right. We've got hey, the boat sails. On the open sea. Hey, the boat sails.
Don't overthink it, fishman.
Follow my destiny.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
I feel like the rhyme has actually kind of been broken because there's still one more line. And it's just not.
All right, old man, bring it home.
You got this, Captain.
Fuck.
Nobody
have
ever
to.
expects a surprise sea shanty.
I mean, I'm genuinely thinking, like, trying to find a good lyric
No,
to
hey,
this.
it's all right. Listen, we've set you up with a weird AB rhyme scheme here. But if you keep it going and we bring in a verse 2, we might be able to salvage this.
No.
Quick, Captain Tastrius, you need to start a second verse to the sea shanty. You've got this.
Far and wide till our ship woods will rot. We travel around with the treasure we've got. Hey, the boat sails, so that we one day will be free.
Oh!
Free! And then
That was good. That was really good.
both the British ghosts started laughing and twirling around and a split second as you guys all kind of shout out the sea shanty together. You blink and the ghosts and the table and the tea, all of it is gone. And where the table once was seems to be an opening or a hole in the deck of the ship that leads down into. You can see the oceanic floor once again, and then just more walls created by broken ships. It seems to be another passageway forward, only a little bit at a decline.
All right,
You can
verse
see-
3, here we go.
You can see a slight smile
hey,
cross
no, we're done with
Tastrius'
those.
face at finishing the
So
sea
what
shanty.
back in
Fuck
the
is
ship.
that?
Hey.
Got the
Ship
boat
sails.
rocking from chip to chip.
Chip, chip, chip,
chip.
And unless you guys see otherwise, you're heading down the hole.
Yeah,
The
we're
hole
still
in the
singing.
hole.
To the port.
Keep singing our song while we're going down.
That's adorable.
Yeah, you can see Tastrius is enjoying himself, kind of going along, having these young and bright-eyed new sailors.
Sails up. Hit the wind. Take the wheel and sails up.
So
Feel the boat. Rock your
you guys
body.
press on, and every now and then you'll come through more of these chambers or through decks of ships. Sometimes you walk up ladders or stairs to get to other to make progression. Sometimes you continue going down again. It's a very messy maze and of just an environment to travel through. But at some points, just like the two ghosts you met in one of the decks of the ship, who you would assume at this point, due to your shanties and just general good time have passed. You would see some spectral figures that appear for brief moments as you travel, and then dissipate, and then others that are just only like green balls of like wisps, like small will-o-wisps that
Green balls.
that also appear in the space and then follow for a moment with you, but pose no danger or threat, and then dissipate once again. And then, after a time, you come to another, what seems to be a some sort of obstacle, but a sight to behold. In front of you, you are entering, or just at the entrance of what is clearly a ship's treasure room. It is a kind of like 30 by 30 cubic room, and it is just painted in these gold pieces and jewels. However, all of it is covered in heavy mounds of the slow-moving black sludge. The gems and coins don't seem to be touched by time, rust, decay. They're all completely polished and cleaned like they were freshly crafted. And it is from on the left side, the right side, the ceiling, just this black ichor. And on the other side of this room, as you have to kind of like walk over golden coins and emeralds, or not emeralds, but like gems and coins, there is also the black sludge that is kind of like creeping onto the ground, but there's a clear path, and just on the other side is a doorway, just to make it through. But this is the only room you've seen thus far that still has this amount of treasure in it, although covered by this strange substance.
You don't think that what we're looking for is in the icky, icky, yucky room, do you?
It's always in the icky, icky, yucky room.
It is in the room, but look not on the treasure on the walls. I think they may be more tricks.
Yeah, I'm not getting a good feeling about this.
No,
this
me neither.
goop.
Should I check under the goo?
No.
Maybe?
I don't think we should. I don't know.
How does the goo
I
smell?
don't want to touch it.
Is it smelly goo? Can it smell anything? We're underwater.
We're underwater. Inhale, I dare you.
What's the water smell like? Wonder what it smells like.
Wait, what are you doing exactly?
Sniffing water, dude? I don't know.
He's just inhaling water. He drowns. God.
Well, if you were going near to the like black sludgy substance, I have to know.
I think we're all. I mean, I
getting-
personally want to go close and check it out. So yeah.
Yeah, I do as well. I'm not gonna touch it.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I'm keeping
I
my
might-
distance. Listen, I will not make the mistakes of my forefathers.
So far, I'm 2-2 on touching weird
So-
shit. I don't really want to drop the streak.
So then, all of you, I guess, except Jay, enters the chamber, the treasure room here, and Ship and Gillian
Well, I'll
are
enter,
touching
but
it.
I'm not gonna get near the
I'm not
goo.
touching it. No, I'm just getting in here.
We're just looking at. Is it like moving?
All right. So I don't even know if you're in within 5 feet of it.
Yes.
I would be. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you get really close. You look. What about you, Tastrius?
Yeah, I get close as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Look
All
at
of
that
you,
just- Look at that goo.
All of you get close, and you can, pressing your, like, getting your legs close to it, getting your face close to it. You see, not only is it moving, but it starts to kind of collect and bubble up towards you, almost like it is rising up. And you, all three of you, would feel it swiftly, but like not in a very fast, like sharp movement, but just fast enough to where it just kind of like around your ankles or up to your face, depending on how close your face got to it.
I was like definitely leaning face first.
Okay, yeah, it gets right on you.
Guys, be careful. Oh god.
Yeah.
So Chip, 8 doesn't hit your armor class.
Vile substance!
15 doesn't hit Tastrius. Does 15 hit Tastrius' AC?
15 does not hit Astrius.
All right.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
23.
This is a fucking comedy show, and I live in it. I have the highest AC, and everything always hits. Yes, it hits.
I rolled an
it hits.
18.
It cuts through my mouth and
I rolled
eyes
it.
and like, ah!
I rolled an 18. As these, you guys are able to, as soon as you, like Chip and Tastris, when it sludges over to try and wrap around your ankles and crawl up your leg, you immediately kind of jump back into the only path space that is not covered by this black ooze, and you are also stepping on coins. But,
My God.
Gillian, you take 5 points.
I'm gonna become the fucking Joker, man.
You take
Oh, I got some dice for you.
you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
and DM, and what else?
17 points of acid damage.
Holy
my
shit!
Oh.
And
Back, fishman! And I'll, I don't know, try to get my cutlass to like carve out the like black sludge from where it's trying to grab him, just like a swing.
okay. In addition,
But wait,
In addition
there's
again?
more.
Wait.
so okay. At this point, everybody roll initiative.
Okay, all right.
All right.
No, tell me what else happens to my poor fucking body.
I would say you can still
Initiative
roll
with
the
the
hit.
sludge.
Tastrius.
Okay, roll the hit. Okay, my initiative is 6, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
If you want to mark that down now.
Gillian, as you are hit by this sludge, as it kind of wraps around your face, throat, and
Yeah.
shoulders, you immediately notice as it starts to eat through the plate armor on your chest. So
Oh!
take a negative
what?
1 penalty to your AC.
Jay got the.
Whoa,
What?
shit.
No!
No, it's okay. That's just the additional iron I mounted onto your
It is. Thank you for that.
onto your already plate armor.
All right. So
Rip. I got a 14, by the way.
I guess I'll just have to do it again later.
yeah, I'm writing them down here.
Dude, I don't know. I think it might be the armor, not the enchantment. I think my armor is just all funky. Man, I'm losing it all. I
I
lost
bought
my
you that
sword.
armor though.
I know you did.
I'm so sad.
This sucks. What the worst day of my life.
The enchantment would technically still be there, but the armor would be the one.
Yeah, it's the armor that's getting worse, right?
Yeah.
By the way, my roll to cut out the sludge ahead of Gillian's face. Of course, I'm not trying to
yeah.
You
slice
cut
down.
Gillian's face off.
Was a 23.
23 definitely hits. You're attacking with the Megathorn?
Yes.
All right, cool. I also added that to your sheet, by the way.
So 5 damage.
Please help.
Trying to
Yeah.
cut off this ooze in front of Gillian.
Yeah. You're able to sever that piece, and it seems to, as your sword hits and slashes through the ooze that is connected to Gillian's face, it just kind of just it like it gets eviscerated, pretty much just like disintegrates from the touch. That's okay. So everybody, we're at the top of initiative here.
Guys, I figured it out. We shouldn't touch it.
You don't say.
Of initiative.
Wait, did I get the highest initiative? It can't be. This
You
doesn't
did.
happen. I have a -2.
You
Oh,
did.
big day. Gillian's big day.
Big day.
Okay. So
Big day for Gillian out
Gillian,
here
you
today.
have an initiative of 14. You are up first. What are you doing as this black sludge just sludged up to your face?
Can I use
And it is
Would you let me-
currently like on you, yeah.
Oh, it's still on me?
Yeah, it's like it's well, not anymore after he cut it off, but
Oh, okay, cool. I was worried it was like still just attached to my face. Could I cast Gust of Wind underwater and make it sort of like this jet of bubbles, maybe?
sure. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna swim behind the rest of the group, and I'm going to put my hands out, and I'm gonna say, "All right, ride the wave and don't let it touch your face." And I cast Gust of Wind.
What?
Just to sort of, I want to help blast everyone through the room faster.
Oh.
So I think you can probably just choose to fail the saving throw.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I'll choose to fail the saving throw.
And everyone gets pushed 15 feet away in that direction. And then
What?
wait, why do you shake your head? I'm like towards the door, like towards the door on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Was it
As my
15 feet
action.
away?
And then as my movement, I'm just gonna start swimming up towards that door. And as my bonus action, because I'm feeling particularly kooky, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on. Let's see, who is closest to any of the black sludge right now? Do you think would be in the most danger?
Tastrius, Chip. Well, okay, so finish your turn. I'll tell you what happens.
Cool. I blast that gust of wind. Tastrius is built different, so I touch Chip and I cast Sanctuary on him.
Thank you.
As my bonus action. So if anyone tries to attack him, they need to make a Wisdom saving throw or lose or redirect the attack.
I don't
That
think
is
that.
it. And then I'm gonna
Black
swim.
Ooze is too-
I'm gonna swim on up.
Okay, so
Also, don't let it touch any of your gear. My chest plate is melting. It's
No,
not
he spent
good.
so much money on that.
you you
know.
can't. So you'd be okay. So you'd be swimming behind Jay at the entrance of the this chamber, and you would cast this gust of wind to try and push everybody. As long as everybody's willing, I assume they don't have to make the save, and they just get pushed 15 feet.
Yeah.
Just 15
Yeah.
feet.
Just 15 feet, and then I swim up my 30.
Okay, so
Dunk this into
you
it.
push everybody about halfway through the room, and as you do this, you also push a lot of the coins and black sludge that is on the ground and on the right side of the wall where Tastrius and Chip are forward alongside with them, as they are also inside of the water, and they just kind of move along with it. And with this,
Good, cool, fine. That's great. That's great. That's what we love to see. here.
Chip, because you are still 5 feet. It doesn't matter. No, it does. Because you're still within 5 feet of the black sludge, you'll take 1 point of acid damage.
Does it attack him?
Okay.
Is it an opportunity
Yeah,
attack?
basically, like when he jumped out of the way and you casted this, you pushed this, the ooze with them, you would push it
Oh, I see. Okay.
with him and close enough to Chip. And bits and parts of the black ooze, as when you cast this gust of wind that creates this torrent of bubbles as well. Some of it that's on the ceiling sort of moves as well, just a little bit. And as it does,
the worst day of my
immediately, as soon as just a little bit of the ooze on the ceiling moves, it's kind of creating like this almost like a spider web of ooze on top. Some of it breaks, and once that part of it breaks, immediately like planks of wood just go and fall right in front of your face at the entrance. It doesn't hit you or anything, but you can you immediately get the sense that if that black sludge moves from the ceiling, there's
There's gonna be a cave in.
tons of ships, like above still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all very bad.
So maybe we focus on our efforts on getting out of here.
Thank goodness it's not my turn anymore. Good luck.
Because you guys rolled so low on your initiative.
Hey,
Hey,
it's us.
that's me.
Some of this black ooze that has been pushed in front of both Tastrius and Chip is going to try and move its form towards both of you and wrap around your body. So
If it's trying to attack Chip, it needs to make a Wisdom save.
okay, 24 for Tastrius
Yeah, that hits.
and a 20 unnatural for Chip.
Yeah, dude.
Did the wisdom save?
I'm Chip.
Yeah.
The Wisdom save was a 20?
No, the Wisdom save was it's actually a 2.
Oh,
Yeah, that fails my DC, believe it or not.
What is
So
it? What
it
happens?
needs to. So with Sanctuary, it needs to basically just pick a new target.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So it doesn't go for Chip.
All right.
Or lose the attack.
big
pick a
man.
new target or lose the attack.
Try and
Okay.
Google
does it
me
have to be
why
like
don't
within the
Chip.
same 5 feet of him, or does like?
I
they
mean,
get
it's
to move?
yeah. Like if it's a 5 foot, if the creature only has a range of 5 feet, it would be that. Yes. But if it's like a
Okay.
long range thing, you could just shoot someone else.
Okay. I mean,
I see.
I would assume that because you pushed them all together, like they would all be in like a group now, like Jay, Chip, and Tastrius.
You know.
Probably.
Otherwise, I mean, if you don't think so,
Oh,
otherwise
hey,
it'll
Jay.
just yeah.
No, they probably would be if I pushed them all together.
Okay. So then I rolled again, 19 to hit Jay, different target.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
that hits. Yeah.
So Tastrius is just 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Owie.
And only 9 points of acid damage.
Oh, only.
Only nine.
And
Only 9 on the guy who has native
I'm
3
actually incredibly
constitution.
worried about you.
That's fine. If I die, I'll come back later. and just
Yeah.
you would also
be a man down for a bit.
parts of your pieces of your skin and armor would corrode away, and there'd be like a new speck around where your neck is of this glowing that kind of like glowing ghastly or ghostly form. And you would also take a -1 to your AC
All right. Just like see him curse under his breath. I was hoping that I still be as much in one piece as I can when I'm buried.
9 points of bludgeoning damage to Jay.
Ouch.
Oh no, this thing hurts big time.
13 points of acid damage, and you take a negative 1
Ouch.
penalty to your AC.
Oh my
Ouch.
god, dude. Fuck this.
All right.
I don't know if I should do this or not.
I'm
if you have something
leaving.
cracked, you should just do it. I believe in you.
Because it might kill me and hurt you guys, depending on how this works
Uh-oh.
underwater. Ah, fuck it. It's a one shot for me. You guys have to deal with the consequences. I don't need to worry.
God! Well, that is the most terrifying thing I've ever heard a guest say.
After I am attacked by it, I'm going to use my reaction to use Wrath of the Storm, where
What?
the black sludge that hit
is
me
that?
needs to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 15.
Bruh, you rolled a 5.
All right,
This
so it takes
motherfucker has
2d.
4 negatives.
It takes 2d8 lightning damage.
All right.
Oh wait, I can choose to make it thunder damage instead. Okay, that's safer. That's safer.
Awesome. Thank God.
Yeah. Where's my 2d8s?
Oh god.
Yeah,
that might
it
have been
says
bad.
you can use lightning or thunder damage of your
Hey,
choice. So I'm
listen,
gonna
man.
go.
There's a lot of black sludge. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to
So
you.
Good on.
so just high pitched kind of crackle going throughout the sludge that touched me, and it takes 4 damage. 4 thunder damage.
Gotcha. All right. Parts of it kind of just like splatter and dissipate as it is hit by the thunder. Like holes basically get punctured into the black sludge, and
Black vile substance.
I'm swimming away. To the door.
Good turn. Good turn.
all right.
I don't know the physics of this situation, but I've got a bow and an arrow. And we're underwater.
I think the physics are bad.
It'll be a
I think
massive
for you, the physics are
disadvantage.
not good.
It'll be a
I
mad
knock my
disadvantage.
bow and arrow, not thinking about the physics because
Here,
I'm
do you want
Jay
your gun
Farron.
instead for underwater?
So
No, you have to use it.
go ahead and roll a disadvantage. Like
Yeah,
massive
absolutely.
disadvantage. I don't even know.
If there was anything to ever be a disadvantage, it would be this.
So that's actually I got a 6 plus 6, so
It hits.
12.
What do you wait? You're shooting at the black ooze, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'll say there's
randomly.
like 3 main blobs right now. One that was that Tastrius just thunder damage.
the one that just hurt my armor
Gotcha.
and also me,
All right, go ahead.
but more importantly my armor.
There's like
That
no way
fucking
this will look
asshole.
cool. Just sadly. There.
It's like that one scene in John Wick where they're underwater and they shoot the gun and the bullet just.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, 1 second. I have
Arrow, go!
arrow go, and it goes very. I actually rolled max damage. 11.
Might as well just
Hey.
throw it.
All right, no, we're good. Yeah, I mean, you pull your bow back, and it shoots straight through one of the as you kind of like rush away from it. You notice that it does begin to follow you, as well as the ooze on the ceiling and on the floor. It all is like slowly but fast enough to where it's like just 10 feet behind you as you move your full 30 feet to the door. Following your direction, you're basically like your presence, and you shoot the one, the main like glob that is that hurt you, and it fires right through and creates this like hole in it. But as soon as it like kind of lodges itself in, the arrow partway through gets stuck, and then you just watch as the arrow completely just dissolves and gets
Fuck this.
eaten away by the black ooze.
I'm at the door now, right?
You are, and
Can I try to open it?
yes.
Does it open?
Wait. Opening a door, is opening a door free action or bonus
It's
action?
up to you, DM, on how important
be
this
an
door is,
interact,
I guess.
Yeah, you do it. But you do it. It's definitely locked.
Oh.
All right, Jay, you got us a way through over there?
I turn around and there's a smile that's like we're fucked.
All right. Next
Oh,
up,
no.
Chip. What you doing?
Don't worry, I'll be there in a second. I want to slowly and casually swim my way over to Jay. Just like
Just a little-
as this goo looks at me and then just darts away, looks at me and darts away. I'm just swimming my way over, having a grand old time. I'm just like waving at a little piece of goo, waving back at Gil. It's nice water. And I gently float down next to the door. I want to pick the lock.
Nice.
All right, roll. I believe it's sleight of hand, or something with thieves tools. You've never picked a lock
thieves
before, so I
I am a rogue who's never
That
picked
is
a lock
fucking
before.
wild. We're on episode 54.
He's never
That's
picked
true.
a lock.
50 sessions and you've never picked a lock?
I've
First
never
one
had
of
to.
everything,
We just
baby.
Gillian just jumps through windows.
It might just be Dex plus your proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's how tools work.
Yeah,
That's wild. I
So-
don't think we've also ever used tools on this podcast.
So roll. It'll basically be +3. So it'll be +6 total. Your
So
Dex
wait.
plus your proficiency. So
Okay.
you have a 3 in Dex and 3 in proficiency. 3 plus 3, 6. Roll d20 plus 6.
9.
You don't pick that lock. You are
Oh my
struggling.
God, Gil.
This first attempt, this first attempt for trying to pick the lock, you are struggling being underwater. While the gold,
The tools keep floating away, Jay.
while the gold and the gems look completely like, clean. This little doorknob is very rusty.
Maybe it can't. Maybe this thing can't rust gold or something.
Well, it doesn't seem to be there doesn't seem to be like black ooze touching around the door or like the entrance and the exit way. Just the ceilings, the floor, all the gold on the walls, left and right. And you know, just from being at the entranceway, Gillian, once this black ooze moves from the ceiling, everything above it that it's holding up is going to come crashing down. And it is, as they move closer towards the exit, it is moving to try and follow.
Chip, come on, take this seriously.
But I'm trying. This thing goes in here, and then you. Can I see that thing out of
Haven't
your
you
hair?
picked a
And I
lock
pull the little
before?
pick out of her hair.
My what?
The little thing in your hair?
My pin?
Yes.
All right, so that's your action.
So I snake it back.
No, you don't. I take it. Sleight of hand.
You son of a bitch.
All right, next up,
maybe.
unless you have a bonus
19.
action or movement.
19
can't-
sleight of
you
hand. I
can't-
take her
Need
bin.
to stop.
What
I
the
need
fuck
to-
are you doing, bro?
They're trying to steal stuff back and forth.
Oh,
from each
Son
other.
of a bitch.
Excellent,
16.
All
I
right,
have the pin.
If you break
Sure.
that, you die.
next up, Cashers.
Okay. Seeing that my companions are trying to make their way through the door, I am. I just turn back. I'll try to hold them off. Crew of my ship, protect us! And I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Oh.
No.
I pull out my sword, thrust it forward, and several, like ghostly, spectral beings that,
Ghostly guys.
yeah, that fit kind of the appearance of my crew, including my helmsperson, all surround me in 15 feet. And I can choose my companions to not be affected by this. However, affects creatures. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw DC.
Oh, cool. So you can slow down the ooze. That's fucking
I can
sick.
slow down the ooze, and they take 3d8 radiant damage.
Huge.
On a successful save, they
Massive.
take half.
All right, so wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yes.
What is the area range?
15 feet from me, so I'm gonna try and stay close to my companions, so 15 feet within us.
One of them rolled 18 minus 2, so it's 16.
Close. Okay, it takes half. Let me see if. Oh.
So that's a natural 20.
Oh.
How is this ooze so wise? What does it see?
It isn't wise. There's a -2.
What does it see?
Okay, one of them. Okay, I rolled.
Get us out of here!
I rolled a third time. 60 minus 2, 14. So one of them takes full damage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
All right, let's see. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. It takes. What is? Oh, usually a weird mark. That means it's the max. So 16, 17, 18 damage. So half of that would be 9.
Cool.
18.
So one takes 18, the other two take 9.
Okay, got it.
They're slowed no matter what. It seems.
That's good. That is very
Yeah.
good.
Massive.
And
You see
that'll be
as
my turn.
you see as the one that is just sort of the main like mass of one of this black ooze that is following behind Jay. As soon as you release this and the spiritual guardians come out, that one is just completely like almost exploded into bits and pieces from the light, radiant damage. While the
You
others,
can see my crew member take out like a spiritual cutlass and.
yeah, while the others are blasted into much smaller and to look like a much smaller, weaker form. It sort of just starts to like float up, or it will start to float up towards like the ceiling to try and recollect with more of the ooze to reform a bigger mass. But yeah, they did a lot, and they're very slow. You can immediately tell that while they were keeping about 10 feet behind at that pace as you guys are moving, when Jay moved her full movement, you watch as one of them can keep 10 feet behind. Now it's 20 feet behind. So they're moving much, much slower.
Hell yeah.
All right, top of the round. Gillian, you are at the entrance.
All right, what's the heaviest piece of treasure in the room that I could wield?
A golden goblet.
Okay, I pick up the goblet. And I say, "Drinks on me!" And then I swim over, and I am going to. You see, as this goblet sort of becomes wreathed in this purple energy, as I cast Wrathful Smite on this goblet, and I smack the ceiling ooze with it.
Okay. Okay, so the goblet itself.
I don't want to ruin your nice gun, Jay.
The goblet itself will just use your normal
you.
plus to hit, using your strength or dex or whatever Gillian uses, and then it'll
It's
just
not
be a
about the
1d4.
damage, though. Check this out. So that's gonna be a 20. I don't even have a sword on my sheet. I think it's plus 7. So yeah, I'm fine. 21 to hit. A D4
That
of
hits, yep.
damage.
Yep, d4.
That, and it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. It takes 4 damage.
I rolled a 2 wisdom saving throw.
Fear me, yucky goo. Okay, the goo on the ceiling is now afraid of me. So it can't willingly move closer.
So it can't
Is
willingly move
this a
down.
charmed?
This is frightened.
It doesn't seem to affect it. As soon as you
goose-
start moving forward,
Who's not scared?
and you hit it, and you try to imbue this wrathful smite into it, the energy does seep through it, and it does do a lot of damage, or it does enough damage to it.
It does 5 damage to it.
All
by
right.
the way.
Plus the 4, so 9 total.
No,
Just
that
5.
was
Gotcha.
it.
All right.
Just 5.
So,
But I have a second attack.
all right, yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Goblet, go.
it is still going to move towards you, and as it does, the roof and whatever is above it starts to come down as it makes its movement. But it's moving so slow right now; it doesn't seem to be a danger this round.
Yeah, 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be fucking D4 of damage, baby. You know what? I'm gonna smite the goo. Surely. So I'm gonna smite this bad boy with a level 2 slot. Rolled really bad. 6 radiant damage, plus 1 goblet damage.
All right. Is it? It's still radiant damage? I thought you changed your smite damage.
No, it's always been radiant. It's always
Okay.
radiant. Just radiant. And I'll keep swimming. Unfortunately, I have to change the gust of wind thing as a bonus action, so I can't do that. So I am now blasting everyone into the door.
All right.
So I don't know if I can blast us through the door, maybe, but
Maybe. I don't know. It's been underwater. Maybe it's decayed. Who knows?
if I push everyone 15 feet together into the door, does the door break?
What's
I'm not resisting.
It's either that or everyone's just getting squished against it because I cannot change the direction.
Okay. Then as you move forward, and you're this is what it's like. You're moving forward and you're blasting this torrent of wind that is creating a very strong, almost like vortex force on everybody, and it is pushing everyone again 15 feet back. And because of that, on Gillian's turn, everyone gets pushed up against the door and the wall. However, with that, you would still be, because I forgot you're pushing, you would still be pushing black ooze from the ceiling and the floor and anything in your range closer towards everybody as well.
I'm trying to pinch off the stream. It won't work. I can't do it.
All right,
Yeah,
Joe, I
it's
think
fine.
I almost got.
Any further oozes are in
I
the
will
Spirit
say-
Guardian range as
Yeah,
well.
I would say after this
There you go.
round, you all would immediately notice, because of this torrent, that the ooze will, if you don't get through the door, will probably collect enough to try and like basically contain all of you. It would become a wall in front of you on the door, like a pseudopod.
Oh, great.
And the ceiling would collapse. So next subject.
Fantastic.
Okay. I look down at Chip while I'm being blasted into this door. God damn it, Chip. If you're not going to take this seriously, take my pin back.
You made
I'm
me
gonna try
drop
to
my
pick the lock
tools.
myself. I'm gonna grab his tools floating in the air. I'm gonna try to pick it myself.
Okay, I don't think you're proficient with thieves' tools, so it doesn't even
I
matter.
am because I'm an artificer. It's in my proficiencies.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So it's actually a 12 plus
Huge.
6, 18.
Did you just
Okay.
show me up the one time I
I
tried to
did.
pick a lock?
I did. Fuck you.
Hey, maybe episode 55, you'll finally do it, buddy.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm
Episode
just,
100.
as long as nobody, as long as you're able to grab a set of tools and then use them in one turn, I would say it's fine. What did
Yeah.
you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, you shove the tools in there and you rattle it around, and you do it.
Shove Chip to the side.
While you guys are pressed against the door, you're able to break open and the door just like swings open, especially with the force of the water, and you would be pushed through pretty much immediately.
Jay, you don't even know how to use those things.
Back your file store.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, guys, where's everyone going?
Yeah, so Jay, that ends your turn. You're pushed
That is my turn.
about 10 feet into the next, out of this treasure room.
Yeah,
Is there
it's
more
15
goop?
15 feet.
I mean, it is being pushed sort of out, but as soon as it touches anything past this treasure room, like if it when it is pushed against like the door, like the top of the door hinge or whatever, it just immediately singes through as it kind of just eats away at the wood and then presses on into the water. But it's like bits and pieces that are just getting through. It's not like the entire mass that is on the ceiling and whatnot. However, Chip, it is your
Gotcha.
turn. You as well get pushed 10 feet through the door.
What's on the other side of the door?
It looks like just a continuation of walking through a ship
Okay.
I walk through.
because you just start to swim through towards Jay.
Yeah. Fuck
Alright.
the ooze.
And see everybody.
Fuck that.
Don't worry, everyone. I'll hold it off.
All right, do you say anything as you leave Tastrius and Gillian behind?
That'll be fine.
In that case, Tastrius, it's your turn.
Oh,
I would assume you get pushed into the doorway.
yeah, push through, and I'll just call out 10 gold. You can't make it through alive, fishman. Please do make it through alive.
Oh, I'm 10 gold richer then, because it's my destiny. Oh, God.
I'll have your pouch when you get through, and I'm gonna
I
follow.
May not
Chip.
have any belongings anymore, but I'll probably be okay.
So,
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna stand close to the door so that some of my spirit guardians have, a little bit of a protective
Okay,
bubble for
gotcha.
him to come through. I'll wait there for him.
keep the sludge moving slow. Gotcha. All right, Gillian, back on your turn. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm really, really good at those.
The moment you are trying to pass through the doorway here with the gust of wind, as the ooze is trying to follow behind, it is half of it has moved far enough to where the ceiling is going to just kind of tumble up and
Yeah,
fill
you
up the
guys
room.
are gonna love this number. I rolled a 3, but don't worry, because I get to add. No, hang on. I get to add +3, so a 6. But hang on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get crazier. If I add 6, okay, I'm gonna use favored by the gods, and I'm gonna add 2d4 to this roll. I've got a 6. Let's bring the 6 up to a.
14 maybe?
I rolled a 1, so a 7. Don't worry, another one. Up to an 11.
That could be worse.
Somewhat salvaged.
It's better
right?
than average.
Right, guys? Everyone, 11's
not
good.
really.
We like
Not
11
really.
here.
No.
Come on.
I guess.
Okay, bye forever.
So,
why'd
Tastrius,
you
you would
laugh at
see as Gillian tries to swim and push his way through. He's a very talented swimmer, but not quite fast enough to miss the roof that kind of caves in. Small parts of the ooze make it through, but they're moving so slow and they're just so small. Most of it gets kind of trapped underneath whatever falls. Eventually, as you have noticed what the ooze can do, will probably eat through, but it's a slower process. Gillian, however, still takes damage, both from
The entire roof.
a
falling
lot
on me.
basically a lot of ships that are on top of this one coming through, as there was no ceiling or walls other than the black ooze that were supporting its weight. And
This is not Gillian's day.
It's really not, man. This has been a rough one.
I wish I could help, but
You would take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. As one of your legs, it's kind of like smashed and trapped within the doorway, and you have to like rip it out at the last second just to make it through.
Yeah, I use on my actual turn. I use my bonus action, what I wanted to do, and I switch the gust of wind around and blow away the remaining black ooze.
Excellent. And doing that also puts you, I guess it's kind of like your disadvantage for when the roof collapses and how your leg gets stuck, but you are able to blast most of the black ooze that is suspended and floating throughout the water into it as it collapses, knowing that now you guys can run far away. You'll probably be able to, or swim far away, sorry. You'll probably be able to keep ahead of it as it moves much slower than you do. And, yeah. So that initial order
How's
is
Gillian
ordered.
looking right now?
I've got rough.
Jeez.
Gillian is looking rough.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the end of the episode where I do the Patreon reads. That's right. I want to thank all the lovely people who support this podcast on our Patreon, such as Rykard Zinn, Artemis Loves You, Drippy Tricks, Everett Stoker, Krobins, Zero Codex, Netven, Deathclaw, Scarab5, Sandy 007, Ben Manny, William Smith, Princess Vegeta, Solo Vipep, Clarence, Cheshire, Misfit Wolverine 15, Blue Blamblop, Elise the Washed Up Bard, Bowling Ball Iron, Zerberus, Mr. Griffin, Alyssa, Dreamstrider, Chalkydrus, Lord Ticklefish, Spinyax, Humming Jay, Buttery Toast, Consume Cheddar, Raytheon, Creepy Reaper, King of Ranch, Serene is actually a skeleton, Material Seaweed, Gillian's biggest fan, Resha Snivy, Cornier Comet, Jumpiest Venus 34, Your Gal Pal Valerie V, Edgy Moss, Reku Kurotu, Salutation, JRWI Enjoyer, and Jay Newell. Thank you guys so much for supporting this podcast and letting us do what we do. It means so much more than you could possibly know. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next week.